know you've been going through some things.
Hey guys, it's Aish. Welcome back to my channel. So today, Lodine and I were gonna be doing a video talking about life after school, and we'll be in different clothes because we recorded it another day.
It's a pretty chill video.
Yeah, it's like a vlog style video, and we hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, she's leaving today, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Come, you have to do it.
Oh. So yeah, we were just chatting. We just came from the mall. We had a very long day. So we're just talking. I'm almost 30. I'm joking. No, but realistically, in less than 10 years we're 30. Like, when did life come down to this? I feel old, but
yeah, because I just turned 23, and then he's gonna be 23 in August.
yeah.
So, and she graduated last year, and I just graduated now.
I graduated when I was 21. Damn.
Yeah. So, how is life after graduation?
Don't graduate. I'm joking. You should graduate. Life after graduation, it's very rough adjusting to. I think mine was different in terms of, I went into undergrad saying like, after graduation, I'm going straight to pharmacy school, getting my PhD, and I had my life planned out. But sometimes life doesn't work out that way. Long story short, obviously I'm not in pharmacy school at this point. I work at Cancer Research Institute in Manhattan. But I start my master's in pharmacology in August. Well, I'm hoping to start my master's in pharmacology in August, and then after the master's, then I'll get the PhD. But yeah, sometimes the plans that you have for yourself don't work out, but also stuff happen to you that will help you along your way. Like, because the thing is, you might say, oh yeah, I have a plan and this is what I'm going to do, but that's not always how things go. Things don't go as planned, and sometimes things happen to actually just show you that this is where you need to go, or this is actually where you need to be instead of what you thought. So post-grad life is definitely hard, especially if you're unable to find a job. I know there's people that haven't don't even have any plans, if they don't have a job, and it's easy to get discouraged. But you also have to have faith, and you have to trust your journey as well.
Yeah, because like I finished in April, and I've been applying to jobs since January. Like, I literally started mid-January, just applying to a lot of like full-time jobs that I would actually want to like grow into, basically. And I feel like the idea that I had before actually like being free from school is it's different. Like, it's much harder than I thought. I knew it would be hard to find a job, but it's like, I don't know, when you just think, oh, there's something special about me, so it's like,
so yeah, things are just gonna work out
like,
for me.
yeah,
the job's gonna fall on my lap.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I pray to God all the time, this, that. So you just think, okay, maybe, whatever.
And that's the thing. It's God's timing, not yours. Because the thing is, a lot of things that we think that we need for ourselves are things that we think that needs to happen. It's not what God wants for us, or not the plans that He has for our lives. So that's when other things come in the picture, like me having a full-time job, which, not that I didn't want to work after going to college, but my plan was, I'm going to be in a PhD program, so obviously I'm not going to be working full-time. It'll just be like internships and stuff, but here I am with a full-time job and going to be going back to school too. So it's all, His timing, not ours. So
yeah, and like one of the main things, you have to surround yourself with like positive people, or make sure that everyone that's around you, especially when you're just done with school, you need people who actually kind of understand and don't like put added pressure to you. Because if you're already somebody that's like hard on yourself, you already have this expectation, and then if you're around people where you feel like it's just so much pressure, like you can go into such a deep depression Because for me, like, it's stressful, but I haven't really been depressed. I feel like at one point I felt depressed before, like while I was still in Waterloo, because I was just alone here, and it's like
You don't have any plans. Nothing's
I just
coming.
don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
where I'm gonna live. I don't know anything, and I didn't want to move back home.
Yeah.
Like I didn't. So that just like in my head, I'm like, okay, even if I don't find a job right now, I thought I would find a job before my graduation date. And so me graduate. Today's when
Today's the
Thursday.
15th.
Thursday, yeah. I graduated yesterday on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And still nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's not even just like, no, it's not even like I went on an interview and like didn't hear back. No, it's just like nothing
Has
at
been
all.
coming up.
I've changed my resume all types of ways. I've been to I've been to the career center at my school for like them to critique my resume. She said it's good, cause like the lady there, she's like, oh, she's done HR before and whatever. So she's like, she just gave me like a few changes, maybe like one or two words here and there, but she said overall it's good, and it's still nothing. So then you're just like,
what's going on? Why is this happening?
And the next thing is you can't even find jobs that you're actually qualified for. Like you're on, like most of the jobs I've applied
they'll be like,
underqualified.
To be a secretary, you have to have 10 years of experience. Like, where are you gonna have 10 years of experience if there's no one there to give you that experience, right?
And then not only that, so after I couldn't find like a full-time job, I started applying to like regular jobs, and then not even that. I can't find a regular job because now I feel like my degree is working against me for when I say a regular job, I mean like a regular part-time job at whatever store
like
or whatever.
Retail or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like my degree will work
because
against
then you're
me.
overqualified.
Yeah,
and they don't want to hire you.
Or it's like they could see my date, the date that I've finished school, and it's like, okay, you just finished school. We know you don't want to be here for long. This is not like your natural interest. Because obviously I've done economics, and like some of my jobs completely have nothing to do with that. And I just feel like because of that, but it's like I can't take my education. I don't like me. Don't want to downplay myself so much, just because I have to try to do that on my resume. If your job not really at the level up, like if you don't have anything to do it, like my degree, I have to downplay myself and like just try to make it basic. Because if you're not, I don't know. Like I don't know what to do.
My advice would be to definitely not apply for, like, I'm not saying that, oh, you can't apply for those jobs, because of course those jobs are still bringing in money. Like a job is a job, you know. At the end of the day, it's still bringing in income. But like when I was applying to jobs, I applied to every single job I applied to. I was overqualified. I was underqualified, I should say. I was underqualified, and because the thing is, I feel like sometimes in a lot of jobs, they just have like fancy names for like these fancy positions, and at the end of the day, they're bullshit. Like there's stuff that you could teach a monkey to do. Like
the HR person probably just go Google some job description and then
put
use
some nice words, and then they're like, oh, you know, like, and at the end of the day, it's like a regular ass desk job. So it's a lot of these jobs, they're facade, like they're
But it's not that I stopped applying for those ones. I haven't stopped. It's just that in the meantime, may apply to like
of course
other like,
always
regular ones.
Always have a second plan and stuff. But something will come through though. Like also, like I said, you have to trust your journey, and also too this time that you are, you know, not employed and stuff. It's also time for you to work on yourself, because honestly, when you start working, you don't have time for yourself. It's like busy. You're on a set schedule. It's worse than school. Like I'm telling you. You know how you have classes for 15 minutes and you fall asleep? Like imagine being at work for 8 hours.
And if you don't feel like a class one day,
you don't have to go. No, you have to be somewhere 9 to 5. Like when I was in college, I used to have like a job where I could be like, oh yeah, take me off the schedule for the next 2 weeks. I'm not gonna be here. Now I have to make sure I have enough vacation days to go anywhere. Like you don't get unpaid time off. Like. So it's not all that it's cracked up to be. So you have to also enjoy your free time as well, and also enjoy your time in uni or college or wherever it is that you know you're getting your education. But yeah, definitely take this time to, you know, search into yourself, see the stuff that you like, and you know, just prepare yourself for the work world.
You know, and like I feel like on top of like being around my family and stuff, because me moving back obviously around my family, it's just. Obviously, everything has its pros and cons, but emotional, like mentally, it just make me like
better,
happy. Yeah. And then on top of that, we feel like my belief in God.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that really helped me a lot. The fact that me actually believe say okay, like if me not get nothing right now because that's enough for me. Like God know how me
Exactly.
stay, and me not like it's because I wasn't supposed to be in that situation
Exactly.
anyways.
Everything happens because it's supposed to happen. Like
Yeah.
nothing doesn't happen because it's not, like everything happens for a specific reason. Like this is the God's plan. This is what He
Yeah.
wants for your life. So yeah, this is just time you need by yourself. And probably if you weren't in this situation, you probably won't realize certain stuff about yourself. Because I'm sure there's
Yeah.
certain stuff you realize about yourself that like, whoa, like I never knew I had this strength in me, or I never knew I had this in me. So it's like these kind of trying times are very important
Yeah.
times in your life.
And another thing too, sometimes when you graduate, and I hear a lot of like people that are in their last year or just finished. A lot of people say like they still don't know what they want to be after they're done.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't know what job title you want or what exactly you want. I never knew, but I feel like my last year of school kind of helped me. I think that's what I think I want now. When I actually get a job, that even might change. But for now, my last year of school helped me like kind of figure out what I like and what I don't like. But at the same time, I think it really has to do with the company because you can like something, but the job can also limit you. And so yeah, because the type of job I want is to like I want it to be able to help like people in general. I don't just want a job that benefits a company just for them to just make money. You know? That's why I really kind of really want to work. Not kind of, I do. I want to work for the government. The government.
Yeah.
And even though I want my own business and stuff, I still, like, for now, I feel like more on that, like, policy and those type of stuff. But even though everything mixed up with politics, so it's like, sometimes you think you have one job and you can actually do something with it. Like you think you help people, but you don't really have any power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are there any tips or advice that we can give to maybe kids that are in their last year of college or
adults?
Not kids. Sorry, adults. Yo, I'm still a kid. No, I'm not.
We're kids.
I'm an adult, but
yeah, we still obviously we're not as grown as like
exactly. When you see like I remember when I was younger, and I used to be like 25, 23, like you can do anything you want. Like no, I'm like I don't even feel like I still feel the same way like when I was 16.
Yeah.
Like I don't look at myself like of course I'm grown, of course I'm mature too, but it's like I don't know, I still feel young. Like I mean, you're as young as you feel anyways.
The same too.
But, yeah. In my eyes, I'm still 16.
What's an advice you would give to what? People in their last year?
Last year of college, or people who are like post-grads that, that are searching for jobs or not sure where to, go. Because you know how some kids...
Because I don't have a job right now, we can't give we can't get no advice for a job.
Year, like, what would you do differently in your last year?
What I would do differently?
Maybe try and get into an internship or something. No. And
I don't really feel so. Me, like, the reason why I don't really regret not like getting some internship, because anyways it's hard to get econ internships like that. Like would I probably do marketing or something, and I'm not really interested in that. Just doing that. So me just because like me just do a lot of volunteering stuff around school or activities or whatever. And I feel like that's how I balance my life. So I don't really regret not doing that.
And also what we can say is that you know how like you have some people in college and they're like, oh, I did accounting, so I think I want to be an accountant or something like that. Like you can also just do an internship, because an internship is a good way for you to figure out if this is something you really want to do. And also a good thing would be LinkedIn is like the Facebook of professional people. If there's like a certain position that you'd like in the future and you're not sure exactly what goes on, like go if you don't have a LinkedIn, make a LinkedIn. Like I feel like once you enter college you should make one and start connecting with people. Like honestly,
because that help you, right? When
exactly.
You email the person.
So I was actually interested in becoming a perfusionist. So a perfusionist is a healthcare professional that operates the heart-lung machine during heart surgery. So I was like, okay, I watched some YouTube videos on, perfusionists, and I read about the job description. I was like, okay, this is cool. This is probably something I would want to do. But then I was like, I've only read and seen about, like, I've actually not spoken to someone who has that job, or I don't know anyone who has that job. So I went on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, I have like 10 people on there, because I think I just made one like my third year of college or whatever it was. And I was like, I don't know anybody on there. So what I did was I looked up perfusionists in the New York area and looked them up on LinkedIn. And I sent messages to like about 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard back from like 3 or 4 of the 5. Well, obviously we exchanged emails, and actually met with a perfusionist in person. I went to speak with him at first, and then afterwards, he invited me to observe a coronary artery bypass grafting, which is a heart surgery. So I actually observed him and watched, and it was so cool, and it was life changing. And this is all from me. I don't know any perfusionists. I don't know anyone, in that field. And literally all I did was go on LinkedIn and just tell them about myself. That's all. The thing is, you just have to be as transparent as possible.
So,
people,
like, for example, because I feel like, I guess other people would have that question too, because even me, it's like, sometimes you just wonder, like, what do you say to the person?
So
is it long, short, like...
So basically, I think, I don't have LinkedIn on my phone. I think I deleted the app. But basically what I said was, like if his name was like Mr. Brown, I would like, good afternoon, Mr. Brown. My name is Lloyd Dean, whatever. I graduated, or I am going to be graduating from such and such with this degree. You can say I've been interested in this particular field. And I see here on LinkedIn that you're such and such. And I just like to know if you'd be able to just answer a few questions. That's what I asked him first, if he'd be able to answer a few questions, or possibly meet. I think I did say possibly meet in person, because I looked for people who were working around my area, the New York City area. So I said, if we were able to meet up or just talk one day, have a phone conversation, or even through email. And then I just waited for a response. Some of them like replied to me like next day, and I was so surprised, because you do have people like that are like, they see kids coming up that want the help, and they want to be that mentor. They want to be that person. Because that's what they always tell us
at school. Because once we had this it was like networking, but it wasn't networking to really find a job. But they had like people that they went to Waterloo, and they have a job. So it's just basically talk to them how they got to that position, blah blah blah. And they're like, people actually want to help. The only thing is, they're like, don't let them feel pressured. Not everyone will be able to like offer you a job. So they might be able to like offer you information and advice, or whatever,
which is very good.
But they probably won't be able to offer you a job. So like, don't let them feel pressured. Like, you just want to know if they can get you a job, basically.
Exactly.
Because that's kind of harder. But I guess it's better to like just let them get to know your personality, and if they can help you, then they will. And
if they like you, they will help you. Because I'm telling you, because the guy that I actually went to observe, he's like like I see myself in you, and that's how I was like when I was younger. So he's like, you have so much potential. He's like, you should definitely pursue perfusion as a career. And he said, I basically think you'd make like a great perfusionist. So you just have to try and reach people. Never underestimate the power of the human heart. Like, connecting with people, and just it's basically just being yourself, and whoever likes you, and if they like you, they'll provide you with that opportunity. It's just like a job. You go in there and you interview. If they like you, they take you. If they don't, they don't. So literally, just be yourself. And it wasn't, I didn't like draft up no fancy email. I just expressed myself like I'm so and so.
But Lightning, you're good with words. Go in. She's good at words, whatever.
But I didn't use no complex words, but
Not complex words, but you're good at putting it together.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But
But that advice too, reach out to people. Like, you never know who would be willing to help.
I'm here telling people to reach out to people, but
it's hard to. It's easier said than done. It's like, easier said than done.
From the time Miss Omega actually message somebody, but it's like, it's so hard to just get myself to do it. Like, it's just scary. Sometimes it's so scary.
I know it's scary, because then you're like, but the thing is, no risk, no reward. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things. I guess the reason
why it seems so scary too is because sometimes you look at like professionals or people in certain positions like they're not humans. like, don't have a family, don't have kids, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like you're just so scared to approach them like they're robots or something.
Nah.
You know,
You
like
can't be like
I
that.
always look at that. That's why sometimes I guess me have an interview, I have to tell myself like, okay, this person probably went through the same process as you. You know, like they're probably, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do know that you're nervous or whatever it
Yeah.
is. So it's like
yeah, I like I was gonna say I like going on interviews because I think
yeah, that's
interviews
what I'm
help
just
me
gonna ask you.
prepare.
Do you have any interview advice? I don't think I really have enough experience to interviews to like.
Interview advice. The thing is, I'm the type of person where the only way a situation will be uncomfortable is if the other person makes it uncomfortable. Because I like to be as chill as possible. Like I don't like to have. I'm not saying I don't get nervous, but I don't like to have an interview where it's like they can sense my nervousness and they're like drilling me. I've never had an interview like that. And also I've only ever been on one interview that I've never gotten a job. One.
Yeah.
So but the thing is that you just have to your first impression, how you greet them, how you know, and just be yourself. It's easier said than done, Tony, because it also depends on the interviewer. Because there's some people that are so tough and they're like you know they're strict.
Yeah.
They seem strict or
Some
whatever.
of them are.
But you see, when they see that you're not intimidated by them, then that's what helps. Like you have to you know show them that you're not intimidated. You have to be fearless, man.
I feel like the court process at my school just scarred me with the whole interview.
I know.
It's just so like, because okay, you apply to the jobs through the school's website, and then you get like you have to keep checking back to see if you get an interview, and you get the interview and you probably have it tomorrow. So when you have it, you have to go to the building because they come to the school to interview you. Only like occasionally you have to like probably travel to Toronto or whatever, but the interviewers normally come to the school, and then you sit down, like you know, sit down in a place and wait with a lot of students who are waiting on their interviews, and then they call you, go to the office and interview and whatever, and it's like sometimes you can know when you did badly, but like for the most part I didn't know because it would have seemed like
It
it would
smooth.
seem okay, yeah, and it's just like you don't know, and at the end of the day you really don't know because it probably did go well, but it's like maybe the other candidates
stood out.
Yeah.
You also have to try and you know stand out, and also too there because I feel like with an interview for most companies, I think this is my opinion. I think that basically once they choose you for an interview, they you're already qualified. But what an interview looks for is your soft skills.
Yeah.
Because you know the thing is anybody can go to school.
Depends on the type of job. Some jobs you actually have to like
have knowledge about stuff
and do tests. You have some interviews you do tests.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess your econ.
Yeah, and like some engineering stuff and
I would imagine. Yeah. What were we saying?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, they're looking for soft skills. Yeah, they want to see how you interact in the workplace. At the end of the day, like I said, anybody can go to school. Not anybody, but most people can go to school and do decent, get good grades and stuff. But you also have to know how to apply yourself in the workplace. They also want to know what type of person. They want to know that they can
talk to you. Like
exactly.
They don't feel uncomfortable or.
So, and trust me, workplace is no different than high school. Like it's high school, it's whatever, college all over again, because you're there with people who are just as knowledgeable as you and stuff like that. But it's also being able to work with these people, especially if it's a job where like you have to work in like in teams or group work or whatever you call it. Yeah, it's definitely how you communicate with people. That's very important.
I'm here eating. I'm gonna hear till when me look when me eat.
So you get
But I can't delete the clips, so I have to just take an L.
This is an L. Oh, so they eat while they talk?
Every now and then, yeah. I have to take an L.
But yeah, no risk, no reward. Basically, that's what we're saying. You have to put yourself out there, like Rome wasn't built in a day. Things take time, and if you don't put yourself out there, there won't be any opportunity for anyone to give you a chance, whether or not you think you're qualified. So,
and in general, too, one thing I want to say, even if you've done all of these things that we're saying and maybe you still can't find a job, like, it's not always you know what I mean? sometimes, oh gosh, my brain go blank. Sometimes I think something and I'm like, yeah, yeah, and then I start talking and I don't know what the hell I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell would I say. I'm trying to say, like, don't be too hard on yourself.
I know.
Just continue doing what you're doing, and like
Trusting your
something
journey,
must come
basically.
through. Yeah, like
Trusting
something
in
must
your
come
journey.
through.
And trusting in God. Like I'm telling you, like, one thing post-grad life has taught me is that, I mean, I've already known this, but I've also experienced it firsthand on multiple occasions, even through college too. Like, believing and trusting in God is essential.
Yeah.
It is imperative. Like, you know.
Because some people make it seem easy, and like some people make it feel guilty, like, oh, it's your fault, like you're not doing enough to find something, you know, like like that one when you comment on my Facebook time, like, oh, once you go
Idiot.
school and you put in the work and you apply to the job, you can get it and whatever. Like, no, there's not even jobs. Like, there's literally not enough jobs, and most of them, if you don't know somebody, most of them aren't even posted in the first place.
Exactly.
A lot of jobs are posted internally, like within the company.
True. And a lot of jobs too is like they post it internally for a week, and honestly, like if a week passes and they already have someone that's from inside their own company that is qualified, they already take them. So it's like no one from the outside actually even gets the opportunity to apply because they posted internally first for a week. And then,
you know, yesterday when I was at my graduation, I was just looking in the crowd at the amount of students, and I'm like, look at this. Like, these amount of people are probably there applying to jobs, and this is just one school. And it's not like you only have people that graduated a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago that's applying to the same jobs. So it's just like, and then there's only probably one or maybe two positions. Like, they're only probably looking for one or two people, and there's not enough jobs. It's like, it's crazy. But anyways, guys, don't be sad.
Trust your journey, trust in God, you know, and just keep positive.
Yeah, try to do stuff or
tap into your creativity.
Because sometimes there'll be like weeks when I'm in just a funk and I don't apply for the week or whatever, because I'm just like same old. Because you know when I apply sometimes, because I'm searching for the same position, same whatever, and I'll see like the same position come up for probably the same place, more like maybe a different location or whatever, over and over, and I'm like, I changed this, I changed that, and it's the same thing, nothing. But I know how jobs are too. You'll be there applying, and then the moment nothing's happening and you're like, okay, then you get a call out of the blue to something you applied to from January.
I know that.
No, like literally,
that's the worst.
There's no way to track like if all the companies actually did hire somebody as yet.
Some companies do tell you.
No, like the government and stuff.
Oh, those jobs take forever to hire anyone.
Yeah, and then some companies will email you and